Hello everybody, welcome back to the Past the Box Tactics YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be showing you the best settings for DayZ. Let's get right into it. So once we're in DayZ, we're going to go to our settings. I'm in game, so it might look different, but once you're in your settings, we're going to go to video. When we're in video, this is basically all it is. DayZ doesn't really have a lot of settings options, but this is the best we can do. So the first thing when it comes to DayZ is there's really one thing that really changes the looks. Is quality. In this game, quality has to be kept high to have any advantage or any looks. For example, I'm currently on extreme, and as you can see, keep in mind the background, as you can see this little hill right here where my mouse is, you can clearly see it, and the bridge at the end here, you can see it as well. But if we put this to low or poor, as you can see, it gets extremely foggy. Yes, your performance will be incredibly high, but as you can see, you cannot see anything in this background. So I highly recommend, as you can see, low, it's a bit better, medium, high, or extreme. My recommendation is to have minimum on medium, but I highly recommend you have on high or extreme. If you're a really terrible potato computer, then go on medium, but I highly recommend high or extreme. I'll be keeping on extreme for this video. After here, display mode, we're gonna have full screen. Resolution, the highest resolution you can. Brightness, this really depends on what you want. Too bright, of course, is going to look bad. Too dark is going to look a bit dim. Just play around, put it back in the middle. After we're done that, VSync, we're going to disable this as we really do not want it. After that, we're going to go to scene complexity. Quality of the object detail, terrain detail, texture detail, and shadow detail. Object detail, we're going to keep this to extreme or high, as this is the most important feature. By the way, the game does restart every single time you click high or extreme. As a good example, for the first time, it might restart your game like it did to me. But after that restart, either keep high or extreme. I would be keeping extreme. Terrain detail, this does not really matter, so you can keep this to poor. As you can see in the background, nothing really changed. I'm going to put the poor. Texture detail, same thing as the one above. We're going to keep either extreme or high, as this is very important. Shadow detail, same thing as terrain detail. You do not really need this. As you can see, it just makes it darker, but this is a big performance issue. We don't really need it, so we're going to keep it on poor. Now we're going to go to rendering. Texture filtering, we're going to keep this at high because this doesn't really affect your FPS, so it's just how the game looks, and we're just going to keep it on high. Terrain surface detail, we're going to keep this on low, as we really don't need this. As you can see in the ground, it doesn't really change anything, so we're going to keep it on low. Post-process anti-aliasing, we are going to disable this as we do not need it. Hardware anti-aliasing, we're going to put this to medium, as the game will restart as you've seen. But after you're done restart, every single time you click high, the game does restart. So I highly recommend you keep it at medium. Foliage smoothing, we don't really need this. This really depends on you. If you really like the foliage to look good, then you can do it. If you don't really care about how the foliage looks, then disable it. Ambient occlusion, we're going to disable this as we don't really need it. This makes the game also a bit brighter, so if there's a person camping in the bush, you can easily see it. Maybe on high example, the duller colors or more vibrant colors will be harder to see someone. So if you put this to disabled, as you see, it's way brighter, so it's easier to see people. I prefer to have this on disabled. Post-process quality, we do not need this, so we can put it on low. Water reflections, we do not need this, so we can have it on disabled. Once we're done, we're going to click apply. And that are the best settings for DayZ. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.